Broncos country, what is going on? Mile high salute to all of you, man. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Guys, there's two members of this Broncos team that did not get much or any action in week one. That could be a huge piece and a huge key to getting our first win of the year this week at home against the Steelers. Before we get into that, guys, if you want to smash that subscribe button, give the video a link. It'll really help me out with the algorithms. Check some of the other videos out. If you love all things sports and all things fantasy sports, I think you're going to love the channel. So I appreciate it in advance. Thanks for doing that. Let's get into it. Guys, last week, as we know, the Broncos suffered a tough road loss where there was a lot of ugly football, a lot of ugliness in the 26-20 loss against the Seahawks. Moving ahead, we had a breakdown and a preview yesterday about the Steelers, some keys. One thing I wanted to add is there's two players that I believe can not necessarily get featured this week in a sense of like them being a huge part of the offense, but I think that you'll see significantly more playing time from these particular players and significantly more opportunities. And I think that they could be a key to winning this football game. Player number one is going to be Marvin Mims. I was calling out for it last week. I could not believe that he was outsnapped by basically every other receiver that we had active for the game. He is somebody that brings an element to the receiver room in particularly that we do not have with anybody else. We don't have it with Sutton. We don't have it with Vele. We don't have it with Jordan Humphrey. We don't have it with Josh Reynolds. Marvin Mims needs to get involved with the game more offensively. I think he will this week. I think they'll try to get a lot of different ways to be able to get the ball in his hands, whether it's on jet sweeps, quick wide receiver screens, slants across the middle, whatever. But I had said it too. The way that the Chiefs use Rashee Rice is how I would like to see the Broncos be able to use Marvin Mims. Get the ball in his hands in space and let him make some people miss. We've seen it. I think he could be a huge key. Not just offensively, though. I believe it's going to take him having an explosive special teams play, whether it be a punt return or a kick return, either to the house or, a good long one to be able to set us up on good position. It's going to take plays like that for us to be able to win games, not just against the Steelers, but really early on in the season specifically as we continue to develop Bo in this offense and get everybody there comfortable. But I'd love to see some more Marvin Mims. And in addition to that, Devon Vele and Josh Reynolds both did not practice yesterday. By all accounts, it doesn't seem like it's going to be serious, and they're probably going to be available for the game. But just something to monitor, too, because that would almost ensure that he would get involved in the offense more. But that is something that I was blown away by. This offense desperately needs more speed and more explosion. So, Sean Payton, if you're listening, which I'm almost certain you ain't, give the ball to Marvin Mims. And if you are listening while I'm at it, there's another player. Blake Watson is anticipated to be activated for this week. He should be on the active game day roster, and he should serve as the third down back. Or not third down back, the third back. Could be the third down back for the team as well. I know that the team has high expectations for him. I know that they liked him a lot. He came on a little bit later in camp because he had that injury. Didn't really play a lot in the preseason, so I think their original plan was to develop him and start to feature him as the season went on. Well, Estime's now on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 weeks, and the time is now. And Blake Watson, for those of you guys that don't know him, is an incredibly explosive running back. Probably even more explosive than Jaleel McLaughlin is, but the benefit is that he's a little bit bigger too. He can catch the ball super well out of the backfield, probably the best receiving back that we have. Granted that, given that he was a receiver prior to being a running back in Memphis. And he can also, from what I've read about him in college, he's also a pretty decent in pass pro, and he can be a legitimate third down back, but somebody they could utilize out of the backfield. Broncos country is going to fall in love with him. He did change his number from 43 in the preseason to number 25, so just keep an eye out for him. But you talk about needing to bring juice and explosion onto this offense. He can do exactly that. He can be an additional guy next to Jaleel McLaughlin to be able to help out of the run game as well. So I'm really excited. I hope we get the opportunity to see him, but I think he's somebody that can be really effective in this game particularly and moving forward for this Broncos offense. So I'd love to see more Marvin. I'd like to see more Blake Watson. And that'll help really, I think, spur this offense into good things. So let me know what y'all think. What do you guys think about getting the ball to Marvin Mims more and getting Blake Watson involved? I'd love to know your thoughts. It's a huge game. Definitely want to get the first win, especially want to do it at home. And we are just 72 hours away, fellas. So let's ride. Let's do this, man. That's all I got for y'all today. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Spend time with those people that you love. Let's go Broncos, as always. As always, let's go Broncos. And until next time, everybody, peace